Alright, so welcome to another video on the channel. My name is Paul, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I was able, or how I'm basically currently able to book 9 appointments in 17 days for one construction or for one kitchen and bathroom remodeling contractor. And so how you can basically apply all the things that I'm going to teach you into your own business, so you can basically start, getting some estimates and getting some appointments in and actually gaining, more sales and making more money at the end of the month or at the end of the year, right? So yeah, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So the first question that is probably going through your mind is, Paul, how are you able to book 9 appointments in just 17 days for one remodeling contractor in their first month of actually working with them, right? And so the answer for me, it is very simple. One, keeping things simple and as much, I would say, streamlined or straightforward as possible for the contractor itself. And what I mean by that is that whenever I provide the services for one of my clients, I try to make it as hands-off as possible and trying to make it, all the required work on my end, and just for them to just, book the appointment itself, or, just tell the leads that they have those slots open and they can basically schedule them onto appointments, right? But yeah, how were you basically able to find those booking appointments itself, right? Because it is very different in a way to find leads, and from those leads getting them to book the appointments, right? And this is, I would say, the hardest part on a business. Yes, you're providing me leads, like let's say Home Advisor, Angie's, Google, whatever I would say the service that you're using to generate leads may be. Yes, I got all those leads, but how do I convert them into appointments so that I can basically show out my services and basically, I would say, pitch on them and giving them, the estimate itself and possibly getting the sale on them, right? And actually winning the job itself, right? How do I convert those leads into appointments, right? Which is two different, very different worlds. And, I would say the hardest thing to get on a business, on a service-based business itself, right? Getting that conversion. And so the first thing and the most simple one is having systems in place capable of not only finding the leads, but pre-qualifying them and also being able to, I would say, show them on a straight path on how they can actually get in touch with the business, right? You have all those three things, you're going to get autopilot bookings just like this contractor. I mean, at the end of the day, this contractor, everything that is, well, all that he is doing is basically getting the leads or getting the appointments itself directly into their calendar, right? And if he, for whatever reason, has a problem with the calendar, or at that specific time that the lead is scheduled, the estimate itself, he's not free at that time for whatever the reason, he can just text them. That lead is going to reply because he is enrolled. Well, that lead is enrolled with the services and is engaged with the services, right? Because at the end of the day, it's an interested lead, right? So it's going to always answer, right? And so it is very easy for this specific contractor itself to basically, book appointments, because, he basically can not only generate leads like this, but also, easily book them into appointment. So yeah, let's actually have a look on the way we actually do all this, I would say, funnel itself. So, as you may know, I'm basically known by being a marketer myself, and so the only way, or one of the only ways you can basically get customers is by basically getting more people to know about your stuff, right? As really good Alex or Moses says, if you want to sell more, you need to tell more people about your cool stuff, right? And so whenever you're, I would say, running a business itself, you need to show people what your business is about, right? And this is exactly what we're doing with this Facebook ads campaign. In this case, we're running ads, Facebook ads for this remodeling contractor on a local area, again, on the San Francisco Bay Area, in which it's been, again, about 17 days, more or less, right? And so we've been able so far to not only gather 21 leads for the contractor itself. As you can see here, we're paying around $25 and even 78, but this ad set, well, this campaign itself right now is off. As of right now, we're getting leads for $45. But at the end of the day, it is not about how much money you're spending per lead, but what is this lead doing with, with the money you're spending, right? And so from this specific campaign itself, which is the one that we're currently running, we actually booked 8 appointments. And what I mean by that is that from every 2 leads that we're getting, one of them is booking an appointment, right? And so I can always pay all day those $45 to get one appointment with myself, right? Because at the end of the day, if you get appointments for $90 and you get out of that, like, 30,000 jobs on a kitchens, bathrooms, whatever the service may be, I mean, you're making a clear ROI, right? And so in this, with this specific contractor, we've spent so far around 1.2K dollars, right? So that will be $1,200. But if you look at the backend itself, if we actually go to all the leads that we've had, right? So here for all advertisers that, we advertise around Facebook and Instagram, right? We all have, I would say, this lead center in which if you own a business yourself, if you, you run ads on Facebook itself, you're going to see all the leads that you've got, right? And you can basically see from March to all the way to April from today, right? And so you can basically see more or less that we're getting a lead per day. But it's not about getting a lead per day. It is more about how many booked appointments you have. So I've told you that overall, we've been able to generate 21 leads. And from those 21 leads, we've been able to book 9 appointments, which is more or less kind of a 48% of booking rate, which is really, really, really high, honestly. And so let me actually show you that I'm not joking and hanging around, right? So you can basically see, Matthew, Linda 2, Rebecca 3, Yogesh, Dustin, Lillian, Chris. You get the point, right? You're basically seeing all the names of the leads. Let's actually go onto the software, which is capable of funneling the leads and actually get them into appointments, right? So here, as you can see, we have, again, Matthew, Rebecca, Yogesh, Dustin, and you can basically see booked call, booked call, booked call, booked call, booked call, and these are just the ones that are automated. This is not counting the ones that sent a message to the contractor itself, and then the contractor said, hey, would you like to schedule an in-person appointment? And then the contractor manually scheduling the appointment on their agenda, right? Without, using the software itself. But this software, what basically does is that if we go actually to the conversation aspect of all the leads itself, right? We can actually see, this is the unread chat. We can actually see the intent of the lead. So I'm going to show you an example. We got a lead, and from the exact moment we get a lead, we immediately message on their phone. And we say, hey, Rebecca, this is Ellie, in this case, the contractor itself. Would you like to, schedule an appointment with the contractor because you claimed the promotion? In this case, the contractor didn't even have to lose their time messaging the lead. This lead directly said, no thanks, I don't want it right now. Cool, we're cool with it. We didn't lose any time with basically the contractor having some talks on the phone, via text or even, voice itself. But we also have all the leads itself, which as you can see here, we got a call itself from the contractor, from the customer to the contractor itself. We basically see conversations in which, we can basically reschedule for Tuesday. And you can see here that they're having an actual real conversation from contractor to customer itself, right? And so from the exact moment we get them into a lead, they say, hey, have you ever experienced this service before? And since usually customers just go through a remodel once or maybe twice in their life, their most common answer is no, I haven't actually experienced this service before, right? As you can see here. And so then we're going to hit, hey, no problem then. I can guide you through everything then. Here's my calendar where you can basically book an appointment. And so in here, they can basically click the link itself and get a free quote in which basically, they can basically schedule an appointment with the contractor and, actually get in touch with them. And you can see it is very simple, very straightforward. The lead just has to, send an answer to one of our questions, and then just book the appointment itself. And here you can basically see that the lead actually booked the appointment on autopilot. But the cool thing here is that this lead, since it's interested in getting the services itself, it's going to always answer. Because at the end of the day, when we're talking about the kitchen or bathroom or any type of remodeling itself, the leads are actually going to pay a lot of money on that job itself, right? So whenever you're getting into this kind of services, right, you really need to get some answers, or you really need to ask a lot of questions from the client's perspective in a way, right? And so here you can see that he is very responsive. We send them images, he says thanks. The contractor here has a conversation. Would you like to reschedule? Okay, of course, we can reschedule, whatever. And so from here, it's all about talking with the leads. And so I also have some more examples. I mean, we've got a lot of bookings itself. Bookings this Thursday, and you can basically see, all the intent with getting the job itself. You can see here people calling. Let's actually go to recent. Basically, the leads having an actual conversation with the contractor itself, which is really, really, really cool, right? You can see here appointment details updated, a lead without, basically saying anything. He just basically scheduled the appointment itself. You can also see another one here. Again, another lead basically talking with the contractor itself. Another one here basically saying, hey, I've never experienced this service before. And then you can basically send them the calendar. This one just said, I don't want to receive anything, which is totally cool, totally understandable. Then we also have one lead, which is, asking questions itself, if that she is an investor. And this really right here, Ellie booked the lead into an appointment, which is pretty cool. And yeah, another lead basically booking appointment with self, appointment deals updated from to April. Looking forward to meeting you. This is a message from the actual lead. We actually have another one around here, which is having, a long conversation with the contractor itself and saying, hey, I would like to, get services. I'm interested. Will Thursday work for you? Works for me. And basically getting the appointment itself from the contractor and then confirming it itself, right? Which is really, really cool. And, really getting those opportunities. I mean, you get a point. I mean, I could be spending all day looking for leads that, are scheduling estimate itself, but you get the point, right? It's about, finding those leads. And once you find those leads, even if you're paying maybe, $40 for leads, that is something that I would pay all day if I know that, out of every 2 leads, I'm getting an appointment, and maybe out of 2 appointments, I'm getting a sale, right? Which is pretty cool because the intent of these leads is really, really high, as you could already see, right? Which is pretty cool because getting people who is interested in buying from your services is the coolest thing in the world, because this sale is actually one of the easiest ones you can get. Maybe that lead, could be maybe sneaking a lead around, and maybe he could be just looking around pricing stuff, which could happen, right? At the end of the day, they're real people and they want to save money, which is totally understandable. But getting actual on autopilot people who is constantly interested in your services, at the end of the day, it makes impossible for you to not close deals, right? And so at the end of the day, we're here to help the contractor itself to make more sales. So yeah, that is the main objective. And yeah, this was the whole video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to go to my Instagram and send me a message over there. I always answer the messages over there. And if you would like to, check the testimonials, or you would like to, get into an appointment with myself, you can go at improves.com. I'm going to also leave the link here on the video itself, and so from there you can basically get in touch with us if you would like to work with us. So yeah, with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I hope that you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time.